So rather than be good friends and help our friend out back there, we just bail on her ass and do this shit our own.
Well, we're still in this place.
Still in the miserable Caracoal.
Can't even tell what's new or not. What do you
That
think?
is.
Boofula card.
The effects of a stoma wore off, sir.
Oh, shit. Nothing but bad news.
Samakaja, that is the agility increase. Or is it? No, that's Sukukaja. Samakaja is a magic defense increase.
Ancient mine elevators.
Man, the mines were ahead of their time. Possibly as a callback to the Antikythera the Greeks had, but then again, what do I know about that? Going down. This is, I believe, basement 5. Yeah.
Well, it also says on the bottom left.
There's that too. A Stoma card. Now we can give any persona a Stoma if we wanted to.
Oh, nice.
In Fusion, which is great to have.
Also, a stoma is something you can only use even if your persona is only linked to it.
Linked?
Well, I mean, if your
If
persona
another
has it, yeah.
Right. Other than that, no Stoma for you, and you're fighting a whole shitload.
Ugh. I didn't notice the encounters being particularly bad in this area, but I did edit a lot of fucking battles here.
Right, because at some point I do have to turn it off to fight again to get a little extra experience.
Yeah. Against encounters we've already fought millions of times before already, so there's no point in showing that off.
Right,
You know, unless, you know, we run some more satyrs talking about sexual dissemination.
Dissemination?
Yeah.
Sexual dissemination. Sartor. More of the Stella halls, which are basically going to form as basically halls of guilt.
The Feels Hall.
The Feels Hall. The Beat All Feels Hall.
What do you think, Zippo? Oh.
Ta-da! You're the boss.
Order her not to go. Ellipses. You never say anything.
How are you the leader? This is why we don't like you. This is why we try to make sure you don't win. You never fucking have us do anything. You just have us stand here and mope. This is the same scene we saw at the reflecting pond too.
Yeah, so why are we watching it again, I wonder?
Uh-oh.
This doesn't look right.
Because here's the thing. It's not right.
Oh, I figured that much.
You know, mine's like, wait, you did what? You little shits. Glad I forgot you. I'm pretty sure the flashback told me a different story.
Yeah, I know. At this point in time, you don't really buy it because you've already knew how the events went earlier in the game. So
Right.
you know someone's fucking with them.
Right. Because we, as you said yourself earlier, we also saw that we were outside the shrine and we set fire to the arsonist.
Yeah.
So now comes the big question: who the fuck's manipulating June?
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, what really
We set the neighbor's house on fire.
Yeah, right? Ta-da! See? You tried to say Maya. Fibber!
Dude, he's got the red eyes.
That's it. Killed her.
Meanie.
And another flower. Why are we going so slow?
Might be a trap.
Good. Oh, yeah, you're right. A raspberry flower. Smells good.
It's one of those literal raspberry flowers.
A raspberry flower. You jerk. Excuse me. Oh, man. Yeah, so basically we gotta hurry with this shit or June's gonna fall into the abyss like Yukino was about to.
Well, like crawling chaos was written in quotes there, as if we're actually going to fight a boss labeled crawling chaos.
So now Ikichi's sort of torn here. Like, okay, do I forgive the guy who turned my boys into shadow men, or do I cherish 10-year-old memories of a guy I completely forgot?
Kind of weighing my apples there.
Then again, I could still make amends with with that guy, and those three are no more. Those three aren't here anymore. What do you say, Mr. Zippo?
It's a beautiful lie.
Ikichi, get out of my fucking ears. Sorry. So now basically you're going to see each of those scenes and go down the stairs. Err, stumble into a fucking crap. Who triggered the fucking bomb flower?
Close your eyes.
Fuck! I'm just there when I saw that, like, son of a bitch.
Like you just dropped your fucking ice cream cone. I hate when I walk over landmines. Such an inconvenience. Son of a bitch.
I know, right? What a pain in the ass. Which way am I going, George?
You're gonna have to go left, Tatsuya. Okay, which one was that one again?
Your left or my left? Thankfully, our bounce is perfect, otherwise we fall to our death in these bridges.
Yeah, I know, because that's a fucking bottomless pit below us. Sink into the abyss and despair.
Thank you, Sephiroth.
No, that's given to the dark.
That would be something Sephiroth would say.
He does. He does.
That and Puppet.
He says in Kingdom Hearts. And Puppet everywhere.
Poor Cloud. Also got a little worried about using any of my incenses because I would have accidentally used it on Yukino, and she's technically done with after that segment, so I kind of wonder, like, if I gave them to her, would they be lost, or did they transfer over to June? Son of a bitch, that goes my SP.
Oh, so we lost Yukino for good.
Yeah, Yukino's like, yeah, her role in the story is really finished for us for the most part.
So we're pretty much getting like an Edge scenario here, or more Final Fantasy IV scenario, where... Wow, that's really weird, because you have Yukino for so long. Like 20 plus hours? That's nothing to scoff at, to suddenly get replaced.
You have to understand, she wasn't there but 10 years ago. Which does feel sour, which does feel salty as shit, though.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's like...
we're done with Yukino. Boop!
It's like, I mean, I understand June's inclusion because, you know, childhood friend and all that sort of shit.
And and quite frankly, he's got a sword. I mean, not sword.
Yeah.
And because he's Joker.
Yeah.
Better with us than against us.
The significance is greater than Yukino, but at the same time, you've been with Yukino for like 20 hours into this game. To have her suddenly replaced feels a little weird.
There's a reason. We'll see what.
Oh,
we'll
no,
see
I no doubt there's reasoning behind it. I'm just saying, as far as it goes for RPG's sake, that's a little weird. I can't think of many RPGs where a character you had for so long suddenly gets replaced.
I can. Chrono Trigger. If you fuck up.
If you fuck up, yeah.
And here Maya reads about their doppelganger. To which Tatsuya has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. And June's like picking his nose.
Those are some pretty big fucking swings. Look at the size of those things.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of shit I can never, like, catch.
What?
From the perceptions. Whoa. She told us to pursue our dreams, and you set her on fire! Our mama.
Why is Mama in quotes?
That's a good question. Who the hell's Mama?
Is it Big Mama? Is it Eva?
No idea.
Are we gonna see another 70-year-old woman with cleavage?
Oh, gross. How old is Junko? Aster Tataricus? You two were such close friends after all. And Lisa and Keisha are like, oh, we're shit?
A dandelion. Symbolized for your ass is grass.
That'll be a funeral wreath.
Yeah. It's like one of those phony funeral wreaths that you buy in a corner.
Really?
Yeah.
A phony funeral wreath?
Yeah. Yeah, they sell them all the time. Head to next time you're over around Front and Erie. They're there all the time.
How do you give somebody a fake funeral wreath at their death? I didn't have the money for it. This was last second.
Yeah,
you gotta.
who cares? They're dead. I'm not gonna judge you.
I'll judge myself.
Yeah. I'll judge you in hell.
Now, as you may notice, I'm jumping around personas a lot here because, as I said before, one of the few downsides is that Mediarama, a very good Tier 2 healing spell, isn't exactly common. So you're going to have to try to help make those loops work. Hoops and loops work.
So at this point, is Maya Prime the only persona that has Mediarama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus I keep walking in the fucking SP traps, too.
Chewing souls again. You should shut up and don't like it.
Don't make Big Sis sad.
Shut up or I'll burn your house down.
Eep. Another set of stairs. Give me some loot. Do I really want to wear something called Achilles boots?
Remember, it was Achilles' heel that was his weakness. His shoes are irrelevant.
They give me the exact same stats, except they do increase your evasion moderately, though, so it's up to you.
I kind of wish your equipment did reflect off your character sprite, so you're just a colorful mess.
And we gotta hide that shit on our school uniforms.
Yeah.
But if we gotta be, I'm surprised. Which I'm frankly surprised they're not in tatters.
Yeah, no. Showers are not really a thing, I guess, in Persona. So we got therapists, though.
Barbados. This is the Hunter of Hell. He'll basically either shoot you with a triple shot attack, use Almighty spell, or hit you with Earth. I think he's also home to the Earth spell, Great Magnus. Rakarmdra is something I would not use unless you're desperate. Rakarmdra basically heals all of your friends to full health, and then kills you. It's got strategic uses, don't get me wrong, I just don't bother with it much. They're weak to wind, so...
It's really weird when you jump between...
Oh, also, I'm going to go for... Also, now that I have a... I forgot about Zanma on Radamanthus Prime.
Yeah.
Now I can start going for some Tier 3 magics.
Okay, that's good at least. Well, I was going to say earlier, it's really weird when you jump between different RPG games where an enemy in this game would, like Barbados, would be like a big boss in some in a sense. In this, and in a game like this though, it's just a random encounter. You know, I'm trying to think of a pretty egregious example of that.
Tidal Wave. Thankfully, when it comes to those spells, you don't need to have you don't need to be strictly Zama. You can also do Zandine, thankfully, or any sort of almighty spell you have in that spot.
What does normally your level look like when you're at a game?
In this one?
Yeah, in Innocent Sense specifically.
55, 60, give or take.
55, 60? Okay. Is that with
Oh, son of a bitch.
Ow. Zap. Notice as Tetsuya continuously tries to grab the block of cheddar, but doesn't get the idea that the zap prevents her from doing so.
I'll eventually run out of SP eventually.
Yeah. Ow. Ow.
Persona side.
Close your eyes.
What was that, his new rock solo?
No, more. He keeps getting zapped continuously. He's getting tased in the ass.
Ow. Oh, fuck.
Who are these?
Just when you think it's safe to log back on the Twitter, it's more Nazis.
So who are these guys? Sharks? Sharpshoots?
Yeah. Sharpshoots. I like
No,
sharpshoots.
it's like the sharks shoots.
Here I'm basically going to try to hit him with, oh, where's that fucking spell going? I'm like, oh, shit, right, I have the wrong formation for it. I go for Bane Splash this time around. Which is basically... Oh, no, wait. What am I going to do here? Let's find out. Man,
What are you doing here past me?
I don't know. It's been about a fucking month since I've seen it. If not longer. Yep, I'm going to just drown it and then hit it with Earth Magic. Fucking right in my face.
You gotta get that close. Your accuracy must suck.
And Tatsuya must be that stupid for getting shot that close. Or Tatsuya's not rough or rugged. So you shot him, the bullet just like hits his chest, flattens, and then drops off him.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Ah, our weapons are useless.
We did it! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back!
Oh, bah.
Bless you. Good experience, though, and some decent money.
Would you really want Nazi money, though?
The crackhead's dollar's no less greener than the cop's dollar.
Fuck you. That crackhead's dollar probably wanted that crackhead's ass for toilet paper.
And it's still accepted by by the cashier.
If you want to hold on to that poo dollar, you go right ahead.
Statistically speaking, your hands have touched an ass at some point.
Yeah, no, but if I actively knew it was from a crackhead's ass crack, I wouldn't touch it. It's the principle of the thing. I'm pretty sure every dollar bill that we do. You're right. I'm pretty sure every dollar bill.
Every dollar bill we've ever touched at some point in our lives have been snorted by a billionaire.
Yes.
I used too many miracle eggs on that one. I meant to just use the chewing souls. Oopsie.
After you went on a nothing but chewing soul diet, things haven't been the same. He thinks he's fighting death mech Nazis now.
That's just delusion.
When in reality, he's just been running in circles all day in his bed.
Talking to his lighter.
Yeah, which he calls Zippo.
I thought it was Volcanus. Alright, let's break character here for a moment. Those machine Nazis are assholes. They resist all of your magic. And I think they could kamikaze into your character and blow you. Oh, no, they just may just. Woo, I got lucky. They're weak to physical. They're weak to any physical attack you could throw at them. Until then, they are a pain in the ass. The monster in the back is Cthulhu. The only thing about him is that he has a attack called Glaring Eye, which is a non-elemental instant kill. Thankfully, not to the same degree Multi-Dimension was.
There's no petrification in this game, right?
No.
Is that why it's just instant kill instead?
Right.
Okay.
Which is odd, considering petrification was the thing in Persona 1.
Yeah. And
the lag shits the bed.
Cthulhu is normally known for is for turning you into stone. But in this game, he just straight up one-shots you.
Ow. I just stood there and took that. Grievous tier 2 group almighty damage. I don't even know if I fucking did anything. Freyla is tier 2 nuclear damage.
Does nuclear have any sort of separate side effect?
No, but the I want to call it a side effect, but nuclear magic tends to hit harder than the other classes. If that's enough of an answer, I can't really think of much else about it otherwise.
Yeah, because otherwise, why make it a different type in the first place?
Because nuclear magic also is so unique in the sense of it's with the one exception, it's usually group magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because fire burns things, lightning paralyzes, ice can freeze.
Nuclear can completely destroy matter and then convert it into pure energy. That's also why you remember the old one of the old laws: matter cannot be created or destroyed.
Yeah.
Nuclear science has brought that back into question years ago, because apparently what was able to happen. This was long ago. I don't know what it stands now. You can actually completely destroy mass and then convert it into pure energy.
Well, if you're just converting it into pure energy, you're not destroying it, you're just changing it.
Changing it into a different form, but you also completely eradicate the mass.
Well, but you're not destroying anything, you're converting it. So the principle still stands. You can't destroy it or create it, it can only be changed.
Having said that, you're right. I'm just like trying to follow up on a tangent.
The screen. I wasn't sure if you didn't want to continue that chain of conversation.
That's fine.
Oh, thank God the battle's over.
Right? Because awkward zone. With that said, Ikichi manages to drown the legendary petrifying beast, and we get a move on, hopefully. I think there's only like 7 basements in here. I fucking swear to Christ, I hate it bouncing in that act. Alright, spell point incense. That increases our SP by 5.
Nice. Is that party-wide or character war?
Character only.
Okay. So who do you usually prioritize?
Whoever's weak in something. In that case in particular, Ikichi has the lowest SP, so I gave that to him.
Nice. Okay.
Showtime. The same persona.
Someone's in the bathroom.
Get out of here, you noisy little pervert! I'll slap you, silly.
So, whose persona is dancing in the shower curtain?
Oh, God. The crawling chaos. I'm at the point here. I'm like, let me just negotiate him away because I really want to get a move on.
Hey, go away. Okay. Here's a card.
Passion. No, I want you happy. Oh, yeah, thank you, Troy. He'll raise a flower when he's happy. Which is odd.
What kind of flower is it?
Another raspberry flower. That's one. No, the raspberry flowers is what he raises when he's angry.
Beautiful life.
I had to think about it for a minute, but I realized after Vivian, there's no real good lovers personas after that. So fuck it. See ya, starter.
We'll talk about sexual dissemination later. The Rings of Time.
Oh shit.
It sounds like because a persona is trying to scare you out of the mansion.
It sounds like it
Straight
has
out of a Scooby-Doo skit.
It sounds like it has irritable bowel syndrome. You ever have those shits?
What?
When you gotta go and then nothing comes out, but you know your stomach's still in pain, so you gotta like hover around the toilet for a
I
while?
don't fucking moan like I'm a Scooby-Doo villain.
I don't know, man. After a while, I would. I'd be like, oh.
Listen, if I want to power up to be Super Saiyan, I power up to be Super Saiyan.
Showtime.
Kichi, what are you gonna do with your cello?
Play him a sweet tune, baby. There's the others. There's the remaining 7 of the
Jesus Christ,
13.
just throw them all one group. Oh, and who's that in front of them?
There's doppelgangers.
Yeah, the Joker.
And
Are they fighting against each other?
seems to be. All the players have taken the stage, and now with the 3 factions here, we are free to rise the Zababa. And it's Hitler!
Who else?
My Order of the Holy Land, symbolizing the Zodiac, has those as well.
So, do I make him the thumbnail, or...
Not yet. And what would a ghost from a past resurrected by rumors wish for? He's basically the internet. Every internet post you ever saw that said Hitler's not dead, he's just hiding, here he is. The same as you, marionette of the Wheel of Fortune. Destruction and progress. Contradictory impulses are constantly at war with the man. Why do I keep turning him into the Major from Hellsing?
Aren't they the same thing at the end of the
Yeah.
day?
Who summoned him? But that's my duty.
Still trying
I
to
wish you'd
process
leave,
all
old man.
this.
Right? Along with that trash over there. Naughty, naughty. And there's Shadow Tatsuya, Shadow Lisa, and Shadow Ikechi up there.
So is the Fuhrer actually holding the real Longinus?
He's got the real one,
He's got
yes.
the real one. Everyone's got duplicates.
Yep.
Can he shoot laser beams?
Hitler?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Some Fuhrer.
He does have a persona, though.
Is it another Hitler?
Mecha Hitler.
For Wolfenstein.
No. He's some wacky shit, though. And in a game like this, but, no, his persona is the crawling chaos. And so is Joker's, actually. Humanity, we free him from the suffering chains of whatever the fuck he said.
Raison d'etre.
Now, why were we born? Fucked. Your parents fucked. Moving on.
Time for the Wheel of Misfortune. Come on, Red Skull. Oh, wait, that's Nazis. Go, Yellow Skulls.
Johnny, you just pissed yourself off. That was a mass circle.
Well, fuck. It's just 6 buildings just went down like that.
And in their place, 4 shrines.
Is this that Diabolo thing?
Zybala, yeah.
Zybala. Is this our final dungeon of the game?
No.
Not really?
Not really.
What the fuck is it? Like a moving city like Balam Garden?
Yeah. Up and away we go.
Shit. Aliens.
Nazis.
What is this like the aliens do with just the Hitler stash?
Yeah. So there's the rest of the world to be obliterated while we, the chosen few, get to remain on Zababa.
So we're in orbit now?
Somewhat. High enough that we're not affected by the Grand Cross for what that's worth.
Fuck.
Indeed. But I can't say the same for the rest of the world. What's going to happen to that rest of the world? I don't know. Not our problem. Right now we got to deal with Joker, which we will do next part. See you then.